Microbes in human welfare. First question, single cell protein represents, the given options are A. Protein extracted from a microorganism, B. Protein from a clone of cells, C. Protein mass from single celled animals, and D. Biomass from growth of a microorganism. So here simply we can call them as single cell protein as SCP, single cell proteins. Generally the human beings are depending upon various types of conventional vegetables for their nutrient supply, particularly the proteins. But the scientists had come to know that there are some microorganisms which are having large extent of proteins when compared to the conventional vegetables, and those have been grown in large extent, and the biomass of those microorganisms have been taken for the extraction of the proteins. So single cell proteins represents the biomass from growth of a microorganism. So from the here there are many such microorganisms are there which are used as single cell proteins, which are belonging to different categories like algae, fungi and bacteria. So from the given options, the biomass from growth of an microorganism is a correct option. So correct answer is option D. Question number 2. Lactobacillus mediated conversion of milk to curd results because of, the given options are A. Coagulation and partial digestion of milk fats, B. Coagulation and partial digestion of milk proteins, C. Coagulation of milk proteins and complete digestion of milk fats, and D. Coagulation of milk fats and complete digestion of milk proteins. Okay, here Lactobacillus or lab bacteria, which is one of the most important or having a significant role in conversion of milk to curd. So this is a one which not only convert the milk to curd but also improves the quality of the food materials here. It will increase the content of B12 vitamin also, or we can say that nutritional value will be improved because of this one. And here how it is done, how it is making the milk into curd means, so it will do the process by coagulation and partial digestion. Of the proteins which are present in the milk, that is the milk proteins. The casein protein will be there, which is get coagulated and partial digested by this one. So by in that process the milk will be converted into curd. So from the given options, option B is the correct answer. Question number 3. What is correct? The given options are A. Methanobacterium is aerobic bacterium found in rumen of cattle. B. Biogas is pure methane. C. Activated sludge sediment is rich in aerobic bacteria. And D. Biogas is produced by activity of aerobic bacteria on animal waste. So here the options, first option is related to methanobacteria. Or methanobacterium, so which is considered to be the anaerobic bacteria, and the second one is biogas composition. Biogas is a composition of different gases, but majority part is occupied by the methane, but it is not a pure methane. And third one, activated sludge is rich in aerobic bacteria. So here this is a correct one, and biogas is produced by the activity of aerobic bacteria, but actually it is produced by the anaerobic bacteria. So from the given options, the correct one will be option C. Question number 4. Match the following list of bacteria and their commercially important products. Bacterium: 1. Aspergillus niger, 2. Acetobacter aceti, 3. Clostridium botulicum, and 4. Lactobacillus. Products: A. Lactic acid, B. Butyric acid, C. Acetic acid, and D. Citric acid. The given options are A. 1B, 2C, 3D, and 4A. Option B: 1B, 2D, 3C, and 4A. Option C: 1D, 2C, 3B, and 4A. Option D: 1D, 2A, 3C, and 4B. So here let us take the bacteria on one side. First one, Aspergillus niger. Aspergillus niger, it will be producing citric acid. That is option D. And second one, Acetobacter aceti. Acetobacter aceti is producing acetic acid, that is C. And Clostridium botulicum, it is producing butyric acid, that is B. And Lactobacillus, it is producing lactic acid, that is A. That is the correct sequence is D, C, B, and A. So from the given options, option C is the correct answer. Question number 5. Which of the following alcoholic drinks is produced without distillation? The given options are A. Wine, B. Whiskey, C. Rum, and D. Brandy. So here first option is wine. So wine is the one without produced without distillation. And option B, that is whiskey, it is produced by distillation. And the third one is rum, is also being produced by distillation process. And option D, brandy, it is also being produced by distillation process. So out of all the 4 options that have been given here, wine is the one which is produced without distillation process. So from the given options, option A is the correct answer. Question number 6. What would happen if oxygen availability to activated sludge flocks is reduced? The given options: A. It will slow down the rate of degradation of organic matter. B. The center of flocks will become anoxic, which would cause death of bacteria and eventually break off flocks. C. Flocks would increase in size as anaerobic bacteria will grow around flocks. And D. Protozoa will grow in large numbers. So here, if oxygen availability is reduced to the activated sludge flocks, what happens is the center of flocks become anoxic, which will cause death of the bacteria, eventually lead to the death of bacteria. When death of bacteria will occurs, there is a breakage of flocks. So from the given option, option B is the correct answer. Question number 7. Big holes in Swiss cheese are made by given options: A. a machine, B. a bacterium that produces methane gas and carbon dioxide, C. a bacterium producing a large amount of carbon dioxide, and D. a fungus that releases a lot of gases during its metabolic activities. So here it is related to Swiss cheese. During the production of Swiss cheese, the big holes will be formed in them. So actually a bacterium will be responsible for this one, and this bacterium will release carbon dioxide. This carbon dioxide, which is released by large amount of carbon dioxide released by this bacterium, is the one which is responsible for the holes. That is the carbon dioxide will get accumulated into the spaces which are being converted into large holes in this Swiss cheese. So from the given options, option C is the correct answer. Question number 8. Activated sludge should have the ability to settle quickly so that it can, the given options: A. be abruptly pumped back from sedimentation tank to aeration tank, B. absorb pathogenic bacteria present in wastewater while sinking to the bottom of settling tank, C. be discarded and anaerobically digested, and D. absorb colloidal organic matter. So that here activated sludge should get settled quickly. So during this process, so that it can absorb it can abruptly pumped back by sedimentation tank to aeration tank. Then only when the settlement, when that they have been quickly settled, then only there is a possibility of pumping of this things from sedimentation tank to the aeration tanks. So from the given options, option A is the correct answer. Question number 9. Glomer is the given options are: a cyanobacterium, B. symbiotic nitrogen fixing bacterium, C. endomycorrhizal fungi, D. non-symbiotic nitrogen fixing bacterium. So here Glomer, actually it is an fungus, and it is symbiotically associated with roots of higher plants. So generally what does the fungus will do means, some fungus will absorb the water and mineral nutrients which are required for growth and development of the plants. The same time the Glomer, which is an heterotroph which cannot prepare its own food material, it will derive the nutrients or the food material from the host in which it is surviving. So here when such association is there, we call it as a Mycorrhizae. That is, myco means fungus and rhiza means roots. That is, the fungus is associated with the roots of the higher plants, and in that two conditions are there: ectomycorrhizal association is there and endomycorrhizal association is there. Ectomycorrhizal means the fungus is present on surface of the roots of higher plants. Endomycorrhizal means if the fungus is present inside the roots of the higher plants, so such a deviation will be there. But the Glomer is an endomycorrhizal fungi. That is, it is growing inside, it is present inside the roots of the host which is providing shelter to it. So from the given options, option C is the correct answer. Question number 10. mycorrhizal hyphae prove useful to the plants by? The given options are A. Protecting them from microbial infection, B. Providing them additional support, C. Enhancing the water absorption and uptake of minerals, and D. Storing the minerals. So, mycorrhizal hyphae. Mycorrhizal hyphae means the fungus part, that is fungus hyphae we can say. That is here the fungus hyphae, a plant body of a fungus is called as mycelium, and the filaments of that mycelium are called as hyphae. What does the hyphae will do means, one more thing before that, this type of mycorrhizal association is present in those plants where the root hairs are absent, and the function of the root hairs is absorption of water and mineral salts. The same function is taken up by the mycorrhizal fungus or mycorrhizal hypha. It will enhance the water absorption, or it will absorb more water, and along with this one it will take up, helps in uptake of minerals from the soil. Particularly they will help in more absorption of all the minerals, but particularly they will help in large amount of absorption of phosphorus ions. So, likewise they are increasing the absorption of or helping in the more absorption of water along with the mineral salts. So, from the given options, option C is the correct answer. Question number 11. Biopesticides are, the given options: A. The chemicals which are used to destroy the pests, B. The living organisms or their products which are used for the pest control, C. The organisms which destroy the crops, and D. None of the above. So, biopesticides. So, pesticides are the one which are useful for killing the pests or which are causing damage to the crops that have to be killed. So, that is useful for pest control. And biopesticides are the products which have been derived from the living organisms. These are the one derived from the living organisms which are useful for controlling the pests. So, here they does not cause any harm to the crops, but they will kill the pests which are attacking the crops and destroying the crops. So, from the given options, the option B is the correct answer. Question number 12. An ideal pesticide is one which, the given options: A. Brings about complete control of a specific pest, B. Is non-toxic and biodegradable, C. Is non-persistent, and D. All of these. So, here the question is related to the ideal pesticide. Ideal pesticide. Pesticide is the one or the substance which will control the pests. So, here when a pesticide is applied, it have to control a specific, completely control the specific pest, so that there should be no further damage by the pest to the crop. Then it should be non-toxic, there should be no harm to the crop when it have been applied on the crop, and after the usage it should get biodegradable. And it should be less persistent, non-persistent. That means it should last for short period only, and these are the characteristic features of an ideal pesticide. So, from the given options, option D is the correct answer. Question number 13. Biogas is produced by, the given options are: A. Aerobic breakdown of biomass, B. Anaerobic breakdown of biomass, C. With the help of methanogenic bacteria, and D. both B and C. So biogas is the combination of different gases, but majority gas it is occupied by in this is the methane gas, which is anaerobic breakdown of biomass. And second thing is, it is done with the help of methanogenic bacteria. So here the methanogenic bacteria will break down the biomass in anaerobic process, leading to the liberation of this biogas. So from the given options, option D is the correct answer. Question number 14. The bacterium which is used to purify the water in river Ganges is, the given options: A. Xanthomonas, B. Mycobacterium, C. Delovibrio, and D. Agrobacterium. So here purification of river Ganges. Actually this river is considered to be one of the holy river, and it have been accumulated by different types of waste materials, and because of this one, different types of growth of various poisonous bacteria and microorganisms have been identified in this one. And for the purification, they had started a scheme where one bacteria which will eat other waste materials have been introduced into this one. The bacteria which is useful for purification of the river Ganges is Delovibrio bacteriovorus. So this is a bacterium which will reduce the pollution in the river Ganges, and the purification of the water in the river Ganges is done by this one. So from the given options, option C is the correct answer. Question number 15. The puffed up appearance of duff is due to the production of, the given options: A. Oxygen gas, B. Carbon dioxide gas, C. Ethyl alcohol, and D. Pyruvic acid. So here, when a duff is made, duff is puffed up, that is it is swelling can be seen here. The puffing of nature of this duff gas is because of release of carbon dioxide. So from the given options, option B is the correct answer. Question number 16. Yield of soybean and red gram could be increased by employing the following as biofertilizer: 1. Glomus, 2. Azospirillum, 3. Cyanobacteria, and 4. Rhizobium. The given options are: A. 1 only, B. 1 and 2, C. 1, 2 and 4, and D. 1 and 4. So here in soybean and red gram, the production can be enhanced or increased by employing the biofertilizers. Actually, chemical fertilizers are being used initially, but there is a lot of damage because of application of the by the application of the chemical fertilizers. Maybe the yield may increase, but in the course of years, what happens, the fertility of the soil will decreases. But nowadays the farmers are employing the biofertilizers which will increase the fertility of the soil. At the same time, the production will also be increased. So in that manner, the soybean and red gram production can be increased by using the biofertilizers. In that, Glomus is the one which is a fungus, endomycorrhizal fungus, and Rhizobium bacteria. Glomus is a fungus and Rhizobium is a bacteria. So both of them are symbiotically associated with, that is, Glomus is associated with the soybean, and rhizobium is also been associated symbiotically. The glomus will enhance the absorption of water and mineral salts, whereas the rhizobium will enhance the soil fertility by increasing the nitrogen content in the soil. So from the given options, 1 and 4 are the correct. The option D is the correct answer. Question number 17. A biofertilizer is, the given options are a farmyard manure consisting of mixture of cattle dung and crop residues. Option B, green manure in which a quick growing crop is cultivated and ploughed under. C, a cyanobacterium like Anabina species living in cavities of azolla leaves. D, symbiotic bacteria like Azotobacter which fix atmospheric nitrogen. The biofertilizer means it's a source of fertilizer derived from a living organism. So in this one we can take the example of some bacteria and cyanobacteria which are used as a biofertilizers. Like a cyanobacteria is there, that is Anabina. So Anabina azolla species, so which will be living in the cavities of azolla leaf. And when this, and of course azolla is an water fern. When the Anabina azolla is living in the leaves of azolla, cavities of leaves of azolla, what happens? The azolla fern can be used as a biofertilizer to increase the soil fertility. So from the given options, option C is the correct answer. Question number 18. In the treatment of wastewater discharge, which treatment stage involves biological treatment? The given options are A, primary treatment, B, secondary treatment, C, tertiary treatment, and 4, reverse osmosis stage. So here the biological treatment. So actually 3 stages are there in the wastewater discharge, treatment of wastewater discharge. Those are primary, secondary and the tertiary. So in the primary treatment all the solid waste will be separated out, but in the secondary treatment the microorganisms have been grown, where these microorganisms will simplify the complex materials into simpler forms. So here the treatment involves a biological treatment in the secondary treatment process. So from the given options, option B is the correct answer. Question number 19. Mycorrhiza is correctly described as, the given options: A, symbiosis of algae and fungi, B, relation of ants with the stem of some trees, C, parasitic association between roots and some fungi, and D, symbiotic relationship between fungi and roots of some higher plants. So here mycorrhiza. So in the name itself, myco means fungus, particularly the filamentous fungi. The filamentous fungus will be associated with the roots of higher plants. So generally there are some higher plants where the root hairs are absent in them. When the root hairs are absent, the absorption of water and minerals is not being done. So in order to compensate that function, the filamentous fungus will associate with the roots of such plants, where these filamentous fungi will spread to the larger areas inside the soil and absorb the water and mineral salts which are required for the plant. And as the fungus is an heterotroph, it will derive the nutrition from the higher plant. So this is the correct way of the association that is present between the roots, filamentous fungus, and the roots of higher plants, that is called as mycorrhiza. So from the given options, option D is the correct answer. Question number 20. Renin employed in cheese industry is, the given options are A, inhibitor, B, alkaloid, C, enzyme, and D, vitamin. So renin is an substance which is used in the cheese industry. So it is actually an enzyme which is employed in the cheese industry, which is acting as an biocatalytic ability. So that is the compound which is required for cheese industry. So from the given options, option C is the correct answer. Question number 21. Mycorrhiza does not help the host plant in. The given options are A. Enhancing its phosphorus uptake capacity, B. Increase its tolerance to druff, C. Enhancing its resistance to root pathogens, and D. Increasing its resistance to insects. So here this is related to mycorrhiza. It's an association between fungus and the roots of higher plants. So it will enhance the uptake of water and also mineral nutrients. So particularly in this one, it will enhance the phosphorus uptake. By the plants and increase the tolerance to drought conditions. So whenever the drought conditions are there, so it will increase the resistance of these plants to overcome the drought conditions. And third one, that is increasing the resistance to root pathogens. So when root pathogens are there, that is when pathogens means the organisms which are causing diseases or negative impact on the plants. So those are called as the pathogens. So when root pathogens are there, so it will increase the resistance to the root pathogens. But these are three things which are being associated with the mycorrhizal association when the mycorrhizal association is present with the plant, but there is no chance for increasing the resistance to the insects. So from the given options, option D is the correct answer. Question number 22. Ectomycorrhiza absorbs and stores nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium and calcium in. The given options are A. root hairs, B. fungal mantle, C. host epidermis, and D. host cortex. So here it is related with the ectomycorrhiza. Ectomycorrhiza means the filamentous fungus is associated with the surface of the roots of higher plants, and they will absorb and also store nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium and calcium. So they will store all these in the fungus mantle. So when they have been stored, when they have been absorbed, that the four elements nitrogen, phosphorus, calcium and potassium are stored in the fungal mantle. So from the given options, option B is the correct answer. Question number 23. Which of the following alkaloids are good plant insecticides? The given options are A. nicotine, B. pyrethrum, C. cynerin and D. all of these. So here plant insecticides, that means the chemicals which are useful for killing the plant disease causing insects. So here in that nicotine, pyrethrin, cynerin. So all these are the alkaloids, so which are used as a plant insecticides. So from the given option, option D is the correct answer. Question number 24. The term antibiotic was coined by. The given options are A. Louis Pasteur, B. Alexander Fleming, C. Edward Jenner and D. Selman Waxman. So here antibiotic is a word which is useful. It is nothing but a compound which will kill the foreign particles which will enter into the body of an organism. So that is called as antibiotic. So here Waxman is a scientist who first used the term antibiotic. So from the given options, option D is the correct answer.